I was talking to him.
This was part of the allocation of thousands of newly recruited civic guards who had very little training and no policing experience and who were sent throughout the newly formed state to replace the disbanded Royal Irish Constabulary. The events here in Listowel today, they present a unique opportunity for us to acknowledge the role and importance of Garda Síochána in Irish society, and in particular the
call on Commissioner Harris to step forward to do that. And I'm also going to call on Assistant Commissioner Foster, who will lay a wreath at the foot of the Garda Centenary plaque to commemorate and to remember all the deceased members of Garda Síochána.
great event, isn't it?
We had down to the exhibition.
Yeah.
Do you want a hand with anything, Michael? Huh? Do you want a hand with anything? I'm heading down there. Do you want a hand with anything?
No. You have to be professional to handle these.
Really? So how did...
A few more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody happy?
Now stay right where you are. Lovely. And keep looking straight towards me.
Don't move in. I'm going to get you in.
And a big happy cheer now, lads. Yay!
Hey.
That's great.
One more, lads. Don't move.
Stay there, lads.
Have all the family members got a picture there before we move?
You look at beautiful, lad.
Behind you there, can't see him.
Push your head in there, George.
And your uniform is from? This is the 1926 Metropolitan uniform from Cork City. And your one, George?
Mine's from the 20s, right up to the 50s, up to the 60s. And this is a cycling outfit with a bike, a cape, and the gaiters for cycling.
For cycling, yes.
Cycling outfit.
Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely, no.
Now, and it's like a thermostatic,
And the bicycle was used in the ordinary Garda patrol.
yes, up to the 50s. In Newcastle West, there was no Garda car until 1952. Bikes were the common usage. You had to have a bike when you joined the force. You get an allowance of 1 and 6pence per week in those days.
And had you to fix the punctures yourself?
You had to do all the repairs yourself. The 1 and 6pence was meant for that.
And you had your bicycle pump here on the carrier, I noticed.
Yes, and we had the lamp, which I haven't got now, but that was it.
And then from the Metropolitan, I presume, did he use bikes early years, or how did he get about?
Well, the Metropolitan Policing was, I suppose, far more advanced than that because you had concentration. You had more resources.
You're more than because that's it.
When Johnny Wilson.
Yeah. It's good to be having Damon. Yeah. Martin, you come over here now because go back again.
Oh, he's got away. Wait a minute now. 1 minute. No, I get.
To my colleagues, to distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to you all, and I'm really delighted to be here to mark the centenary of Garda Síochána in the Kerry division, and in particular in their arrival in this town of Listowel. And I'd like to really sincerely thank all those who have worked at the divisional level and the station here for arranging this very important and very fitting ceremony to mark 100 years. Today's commemoration is a tribute to each and every one of those Guardians and their families, as well as those still serving here today. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Commemorate such a momentous event in the history of Ireland, the foundation of the Civic Guard, which is also known as the Garda Síochána, in 1922. As the Commissioner said, the Free State came into existence in 1922 at the same time as we did, and many of the men who founded the state were also directly involved in our formation. But like the Free State, however, the Civic Guard had a very difficult beginning and almost did not survive its first few months. The changes that were forced on the fledgling organisation by circumstances including the Civil War ultimately proved to be beneficial and positive and really made us into what we are today 100 years on.
Fantastic presentation.
And here in the stone, if you go back to the 19th century, you had the old RIC barracks was here in the square. not too far away, up where the provincial bank, the AIB today. And also, if you go outside the door and you look to your right, you'll see an arch. And that arch was particularly high at one stage to allow the horsemen to go straight through. And again, around the back. So it wasn't until 1870 that the new barracks was built. And it was built on the site of the old bridewell here in Listowel, and that is where the barracks is today. But my talk really starts here about the mutiny in Listowel. It became known as the police mutiny, and for that, just bear with me one second. But what happened here in Listowel, and how he mentions how one man was killed. That man's name was Patrick Sheehy.
When the trouble started against the Free Staters, the first post to be taken was Listowel. There was a Free State garrison there, commanded by Tom Kennelly.